A memorandum of agreement was signed by the Mounty Hope Housing Authority and the West Virginia Historic Preservation Office regarding the Stadium Terrace retaining wall in Mount Hope. WAY got a copy of this agreement and can fill you in.
Over the summer, WOAY was following the story of a historical stone wall at the Stadium Terrace apartments in Mount Hope. The wall was in need of repair, and the Mounty Hope Housing Authority, who oversees the Stadium Terrace apartments, hired a contractor to demolish and then replace the wall. The issue was that the wall was on the National Register of Historic Places, and therefore a specific process was required prior to any changes being made to the wall. However, the Housing Authority was provided inaccurate information regarding the wall's historical status, and this process, which included a public meeting to hear community members' input, was not followed. That public meeting was eventually held in late August after a section of the wall had already been replaced. After that meeting, a memorandum of agreement was created between the Mounty Hope Housing Authority and the West Virginia Historic Preservation Office regarding the wall. This agreement was signed by the involved parties in mid-October. The agreement states that the retaining walls will be replaced and the parking lot expanded and paved. Sidewalks will be reconfigured and a new fence will be installed. The Housing Authority also determined that the project will have an adverse effect on the historic retaining wall, and the undertaking will be implemented in accordance with the following stipulations. Replacement material will reflect the look of the original stone as best as possible to fit the character of the neighborhood while providing residents safety. The Housing Authority will donate stone to the City of Mount Hope to establish a flower garden that will be placed in the town park across the street from Stadium Terrace, along with signs detailing the history and purpose of the stone. A bronze historical plaque will be installed, along with the installation of a sign detailing the history of Stadium Terrace. The City of Mount Hope will host a public planning meeting to develop future historic preservation planning with participation from the Housing Authority and the State Historical Preservation Office, who will also provide training during a West Virginia Association of Housing Agencies conference regarding the Section 106 review process. The path taken to arrive at this point was not standard in regards to places on the National Historic Register. The initial oversight regarding the wall's historical status created a situation that required flexibility, creativity, and cooperation to navigate to a resolution that may not be ideal, but at this point is realistic and more in line with federal law regarding places on the National Historic Register. Reporting from Mount Hope, Newswatch 4.